Okay, ladies and gents, we're about to leave the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary on board Southern Vectis 628, former Southern Vectis Bristol VR, on our journey back to the Isle of Wight Bus Museum in Ryde on this wonderful Saturday afternoon in May. And here we go, we're about to leave. Hold tight, please. There's donkeys there, lots of them.
And I haven't had an answer from Kat, but that's not a surprise. So I thought, you know what, I'll just send you all that first. Oh, I love his coat. I want his coat. So, I want his coat. I want her coat. Unless she or he is. Can we do that again?
So in the next few seconds we're going to be turning left towards Whiteley Bank as we leave the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary. At this junction you turn right for Wroxall and Ventnor, left towards God's Hill.
You're exposed to the elements, aren't you? Yes. You know, I do like a buffer dog that's actually got a little shelter just in case it gets chucked out. Yeah, but then after the glass smash the window goes through it anyway. Yeah, but if you put the top, or it's just flipping
There's a Southern Vectis bus heading the other way. Two buses can't pass along here, it's a very, very narrow road. So one or the other has to give. So coming up on service 3 is one of the Scania Omni-Cities. In service with Southern Vectis on service 3 to Newport. Travelling the long way round. Just let us go forward. Or should that be a she, because it's in the hand of a lady driver. So coming up to Whiteley Bank here. So we turn right at this little mini roundabout. Notice this lovely thatched cottage in front of us. One of the many thatched cottages on the island. So we're now heading east in the direction of Shanklin. Lots of lovely green fields along here. Lots of fresh country air.
Shanklin or Sandown. When we get off at Sandown, we should go and have a break and go up and start and start at 3 o'clock. Or we can just walk along from Shanklin wherever. I am and then get another one. That's the one. I'll get off in Shanklin. Oh, I keep forgetting you. No, but when I said getting one of these, I mean, like, there is not a week got yeah, I hope so, but we've got no idea what time they are. Well, if they went from there every half hour, presumably they go to every stop every half hour.
So now we're coming up to the bridge, this white coloured bridge here. This is the bridge over the old Shanklin to Ventnor railway line, which closed in 1966. Now is a public footpath. So now we're coming into Victoria Avenue in Shanklin. So we're coming into the western extremities of the seaside town of Shanklin.
Where are we going? It's underneath my knees that hurt. Really my thighs that hurt if I don't hear. But it's right under here. I can't say it hurt. Yeah. Annoying. It's terrible. Yeah. There's nowhere to go from there. And I only remember that from when we went to the theatre.
Still not sure about bringing my passport when I come over.
Sorry, I've got policy reading. What are you going to do, Karen? You're in Shanklin.
Get drunk on us out
What
there.
are we doing? Depends when is he stopping here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What, here? Could ask him if he's stopping further down. The only stopping I mean, when you just any time you stop.
Tesco's Busy Bees, Crackers Bees.
I'm in Tyson Fury upstairs. I see the hero. Yeah, like Django Double.
Diggly and diggly.
So now coming towards Shanklin High Street, where we shall be turning left. from Victoria Avenue into the High Street. So this is Shanklin High Street heading down the hill. About to pass the United Reformed Church with its distinctive clock tower on the left.
I'm going to take my teeth
And straight on into North Road. So this is North Road. Now we're going to be turning left into Clarendon Road, into Shanklin Town Centre. Very shortly we shall be stopping at Shanklin bus station, outside the Co-op supermarket, which up until 1984 used to be the site of the old Southern Vectis Shanklin bus depot. So this Co-op building here, this used to be the site of Shanklin bus depot up until it closed in 1984. And there used to be a bus station outside. Now this is the only remaining part of the bus station, these two bus stops here. So this is Landguard Road. Just on the middle right of the video is Shanklin Police Station alongside Shanklin Fire Station. There's a Southern Vectis Enviro coming along on Service 2 to Newport. That's going to make the turn into Carter Avenue. So we're coming up to Shanklin Police Station, which is this building on the corner here, which was opened in 1957 by the Hampshire Constabulary. And now we are turning right into Carter Road. Coming up to the mini roundabout with St Paul's Crescent and Regent Street. We shall be turning left into Regent Street itself. Not the Regent Street in London, but the Regent Street here in Shanklin. Passing St Paul's Church to our right. This is St Paul's Church just here on the right hand side. Also on the right hand side is St Paul's Avenue, where my guest house used to be, where we used to stay back in the 80s when we used to go on holiday in Shanklin as a kid. Straight ahead in the distance, that's Shanklin Station, served by the Island Line from Ryde Pier Head, Brading and Sandown. We're going to be turning right into Atherley Road, past a row of shops and the bubbles, down Atherley Road, which takes you eastwards towards the English Channel. And then we're going to be turning left into Wilton Park Road towards the direction of Lake. This is Wilton Park Road. Heading eastwards, heading northwards towards Lake. heading towards Lake. Along Wilton Park Road, right at this junction here at the end, we turn left into Sandown Road. There's the Wilton Vectis Bristol VR just crossing there, on its way to the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary. Wilton Dorset Bristol VR. 4455, I think that one is. So we're now turning into Sandown Road towards Lake. But very shortly we'll be crossing over the Island Line Railway.
London. Yeah.
This is the main A3055 main road that links Ventnor and Shanklin with Sandown and Ryde.
How many beds do I have? Yeah. When we step in the I'm gonna sleep on the sofa bed. I don't care, I'm sleeping on the sofa bed.
There's the Shanklin branch of the YMCA on the right hand side.
When I'm staying with you guys, I'm having a sofa bed, I don't care. Alright, but I really would like. What about in Blackpool?
So we're now crossing over the Island Line Railway on the Skew Bridge,
Okay.
just south of Lake
I
Station.
am sleeping on the sofa bed.
One of many bridges we pass over and under on the Island Line, between here and Ryde.
That will be a double bed and that will give you I will roll it down when I'm sleeping. Because the sofa bed no, the double bed with your dad, the single bed for out with me, and the sofa will pull that out.
So we're now coming into the town of Lake. So this junction we go straight on. At these traffic lights we go straight on towards Sandown. If you turn left at this junction, that takes you towards Arrington and Newport. We're going straight northwards along towards Sandown and Ryde. There's another Southern Vectis bus on service 3.
So we're going through Lake right now, and then we'll be going through Sandown, and then those roads where I'm going to find
So now we're about to pass under the Island Line at Lake Bridge, just up ahead. There's a class 484 on the Island Line heading south towards Shanklin. That's good timing. So about to head underneath Lake Bridge. Underneath Lake Bridge. And then we're climbing up Lake Hill. No standing passengers. So now we're on second gear climbing up Lake Hill towards Sandown. Not helped by the fact that we've got some random cyclist in front of us.
Oh, you're almost there.
If you don't eat food, you won't get fat. See, I miss
Almost at the top of Lake Hill now.
How much longer?
There is the national food museum. Over there. Look for those ships.
So we're now coming into the Broadway, which is the southern end of Sandown. Passing Christchurch on the left hand side. We've got a nice open road. Passing Melville Street on our right hand side. So this is Sandown Broadway. Passing Station Avenue on the left, which takes us to Sandown Station itself. Now we're heading into Sandown Town Centre through the one-way system, which has been a constant part of Sandown's landscape since the 1960s. Shortly we shall be doing the left turn into Albert Road here in Sandown. So we're now on Albert Road. Very shortly we shall be making the right turn into Victoria Road as we head towards Shanklin Esplanade. So we're now turning right into Victoria Road by the bus stops by Sandown Library. We've got Southern Vectis bus in front of us, 1670 on service 2.
What does that do?
So there's going to be some passengers getting
I
off,
love
taking
this.
pictures.
I'm looking straight at it.
I should be the very different I don't do very often. Upstairs.
Now how do I push that? Can you swap? Yeah.
And we're about to go. As we're about to leave Sandown for Ryde. We overtake this Enviro. So straight ahead is Shanklin, Sandown Esplanade, and if you do a second left at this junction, that takes you towards the Sandown Zoo, or the Wildlife Animal Sanctuary as it's now called. So we're going to be turning left into this street, which is Avenue Road. So this is Avenue Road as we head northeastwards out of Sandown towards Brading.
It was on about 4 weeks ago. It was on my bed was on it. It was on around the Cardiff Valley. You know, by his birthday too. So
Past the old Colthead pub on the right hand side, one of the many local landmarks here in Sandown.
there's plenty of Labour REs around the valley. They have a little flux on them. Now it now and again loses third gear, but we think it might have a 5-speed box in it. So when you think you're in first, you're actually in second. Yeah, so I think because one of the flutter that it had couldn't get up this hill.
We're about to pass under the Island Line again.
It had a heavy load on it as well. It was bloody steep.
On this railway bridge here at Moreton Common. So there's the Island Line again, so we're doing the right turn into Moreton Common towards the direction of Brading.
It was a pretty good job. Perhaps it is actually quite a 5-speed box. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, whether it's good. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Or you just get a new selector? It's right, they're going distance, but it's a good thing. Oh, down the road, mate. Just a regular. Give any coach a They came a bit pony. They left the 8 o'clock. They got stopped. They stopped once. 20 minutes. Miss that. I said
Wednesday I'll be home for. So I have drama club, and Thursday I'll be home about. Oh wait, no, Wednesday I'll be home about 4:30, and Thursday I'll be home about 4:30 because I have like club.
So now we're coming to the Moreton Crossroads.
Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
So we're going straight on towards Brading. At this junction, if you turn right, that takes you towards Benbridge and St Helens.
I won't go to Lifeboat Club. If I'm not going, I'll go to Lifeboat Club.
If you turn left at this junction, that takes you to the village of Hadgeston. So we've got a couple of Southern Vectis buses up ahead of us. We've got the Southern Vectis bus heading south on the other side of the road.
Yeah, they have then.
Which is on Service 3 to Ventnor and Newport.
Do not obstruct.
I think it just needs. I don't know what.
Who's passing by?
What if I went like that?
It's like so low key. It doesn't even
Oh, so
need
if I
gear.
went like that,
Pull away.
it wouldn't be a
And then you say you get 40. that video I did. Well, yeah, I suppose it's fun going around most of the bloody island.
So in the next 5 minutes we shall be passing through the historic town of Brading.
I'm playing the bagels. I already passed that one, so I can already It's the magic touch. I wanna sing around the chandelier. I'll take one pair.
So we're still heading north along this point. We can just see the steeple of St Mary's Church coming up in the distance, which means we're coming into the village of Brading. It's spelt Brading, but it's pronounced Brading. We turn right at this junction, that's Station Avenue, that takes you down to Brading Station for the Island Line. And coming up very shortly, just round this bend, you will see the historic Brading horse, famous bull ring, where the bulls used to be tied up for the market, just where this bus is in front of us.
They've allowed us to take chairs.
So there's the Brading bull ring, just to the left of this Service 3 bus,
If you want to take a chair,
which we're passing.
you can.
So this is the southern end of Brading High Street, with its historic cottages and shops. There's the steeple of St Mary's Church coming into view now. It's a very narrow little high street, this. Also passing on the right hand side, we've got the famous Brading landmark, which is the Bugle Inn, one of the famous historic pubs here in Brading.
Yellow car.
So we're going to be up the hill now, past the old Osborne Smith's Wax Museum. So this is the St Mary's Church to the right.
Welcome, church open. How much do I have to pay to buy me a lightsaber? Alright. I would talk to my birthday if I get a lightsaber.
So this is the northern end of Brading High Street, where we now head back into the open countryside again for the next few miles.
I want a chain and a lightsaber. I know that, I want a chain.
So as you can see, along here there's no street lights or anything, so it's very dark at night. And the only thing that keeps the company in the middle of the night is the headlights from the bus or any car. There's no street lights or any lighting at all whatsoever along this stretch of road. So now we're about to cross over the Island Line again, this time at Roborough Common. So this bridge that we're coming up to now, that's the Island Line that we're crossing right now. There's the track on the left hand side, that heads towards Smallbrook Junction and Ryde.
First of all, I thought Jason Raymond's definitely got a stake in it.
So we're going straight on at this junction. If you turn right at this junction, that takes you down towards Bembridge.
Oops.
Oopsie daisy, said nobody ever.
Anyway, yeah, lovely timing, yeah.
So now we're back on the A3055 again. I need to get a gimbal. I really need to get a gimbal. Oh well, one fine day.
Frog's one of them. Frog's a jet. I love you, Swami. He said it'll be out.
So we're still heading north along the A3055. We'll shortly be passing the Ryde Tesco supermarket, which was built on the former site of Ryde Airport, which closed in the early 50s.
Anyway, good turnout, but yeah, Lady and Mark Webber, and No, they don't want to sell it. Two do, two don't. So we don't. So I've got on the last and they just start going on.
Passing Beeper Farm on the right hand
My
side.
last email I sent was, okay, well, best of luck with it. And I can't wait to see it on the rally circuit in 2024.
So as you can see, it's rather a lonely spot down here late at night. It's busy during the day, but late at night it's a very, very lonely road.
That's why we were talking about it last
I did drive it once. It looks like it's quite funny actually. It's all yours. So I went round East and it works. I don't give you a choice.
Because again, I was saying last night was that we're having wrecked. Sorry.
Yeah, it's still rolling as well. It's still rolling, jumped out, isn't it? That's all you can.
Keep it wrecked or affect us to think that. Remember that. I think that was the first one. Ben.
So we're now coming up to the Tesco supermarket, just on the right hand side of this roundabout. Now the original Tesco supermarket here in Ryde was actually built in 1981. The site's since been modernised, but originally all this area on the right hand side used to belong to Ryde Airport, or Ryde Airfield as it used to be. We've got the Olympian passing us on the other side of the road, so we'll just zoom in a bit. There's the Olympian passing on the other side. Olympian 700, which was one of many Leyland Olympians delivered new to Southern Vectis in 1984. There's the Ryde branch of McDonald's passing us on the right hand side. One of the local chav and biker hangouts on the island. So now we're coming to the southern outskirts of Ryde. So at this junction here we're going straight on. If you turn left at this junction, that takes you towards Haven Street and also to Wooton and Fishbourne for the car ferries. So we're going straight on towards Ryde itself.
Was it really? I saw a photo of it. It's in my depot. So I don't know whether they would get it ready. Because there was 685 was next to it. Didn't live. That was early 20th.
You have a good leg. You don't miss a leg,
Do
don't
not
you?
think that twice. I never used to see it. It's so rare.
So we're now heading north along Marlborough Road towards Ryde Town Centre.
683. Every time I went round the corner, there was 683. 685.
Used to be same drive, same night, every day.
All these years later, that nothing on what I found for a reason, yeah?
Probably might.
There was a time I didn't think 685 actually really existed. You know? You had to
Yellow car. Yellow.
683 was, he couldn't get out of bed now. Taking straps at 9 o'clock. Coming out of bed.
Lots of happy people waving at our bus today, which is nice to see.
Or is this off that?
You go past Trinity Church, and you go up the hill then, don't you? And you couldn't get up there. No. So a few people, you know, quite a few people had to get off. And he just made it, and then we all get it down.
So we're now coming into Ryde itself, which is quite a very hilly town on the Isle of Wight. Quite a lot of hills, steep hills and blind bends on the Isle of Wight, which present a lot of hazards for bus drivers and other motorists on the Isle of Wight who aren't familiar with the area. So there's Happily Park School, so at this mini roundabout we turn left. If you turn right at this junction, that takes you down towards Seaview. So we're turning left along Appley Road, or Appley Rise. Nice and leafy down here, nice and secluded. Passing on the police cars of the Hampshire Constabulary. So at this junction here we turn left into St John's Hill, Alexandra Road, which leads into St John's Hill. So this is Alexandra Road, which has a lot of steep hills and bends on it. But the view from the top of these hills is amazing because we're coming into Ryde town centre itself. And the view is absolutely amazing from up the top of these hills. So we've got this sharp bend here, so we turn right at this junction where we pass another Southern Vectis bus just on the right. As we head into St John's Hill itself, turning west. And in the far distance you can just see Ryde itself. And of course you've got the famous twin steeples there of the churches in Ryde. Got another Hampshire Constabulary police car making its way towards us. Driven by a PCSO. So this is where St John's Hill becomes St John's Road. As we get closer and closer into the Victorian environs of Ryde. So there's Ryde over there in the distance.
I've taken that some gold
Look at that beautiful view, there's Ryde. What an absolutely amazing view of Ryde from the top of this hill, it's absolutely amazing. And if you look closely on the left hand side you'll see the iconic steeple of All Saints Church, which is in the western end of Ryde. So this is St John's Road itself. Hopefully this van driver will pull his finger out, there you go. Can't park there, Dave. And very shortly we'll be passing the junction just on the left hand side here, which is where Ryde maintenance depot is for the Island Line's train fleet. Just on the left here. That's Ryde maintenance depot, and then we're crossing over the Island Line again from east to west. Passing Ryde St John's Road station on the left hand side. So now climbing up the hill along St John's Road. So now we're about to make the right turn into Bennett Street. So if you continue all the way up St John's Road straight on, that takes you into the southern end of Ryde town centre. We're just waiting for the traffic to pass, so we make a right turn into Bennett Street. Bus has to engage into second gear on this junction because it's quite a steep bit. The driver's done that with flying colours. So we're now heading northwards along Bennett Street. Got someone who's trying to parallel park here. And he's managed to do that without moving his lips. Oh well, first time for everything in this world. So heading north along Bennett Street, we're very shortly at the end of Bennett Street, we'll be turning left into Park Road.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So at the end of this street is a road called Park Road, which is just here. And then we turn left towards Ryde town centre. Or do we turn right? Who knows? I think we're turning right. Normally we turn left. If it's a normal Southern Vectis bus, we turn left. We turn right down Park Road, down this hill towards the Isle of Wight Bus Museum. That way it saves us having to go all the way into Ryde town centre and all the way back out again. So we're now heading east along Park Road. We'll shortly be crossing over Monkton Street. So this is Monkton Street straight in front of us, which runs from north to south. So we continue eastwards along Park Road, where we'll be shortly arriving into the Isle of Wight Bus and Coach Museum. Or up until 2011 it would have been the old Southern Vectis Ryde bus depot.
That's the only Balls and Horses car!
Close but no cigar. So now on the right hand side there's the Isle of Wight Bus and Coach Museum premises, where we'll shortly be getting off from this bus.
Oh!
So we're now coming into the Isle of Wight Bus and Coach Museum premises. So we're going to be alighting from the bus, but just before this I'll pause the video. I'm just going to pause the video as everyone gets off the bus, and then I'll show you the bus which we'll travel on. So I shall be back in a little while. And here's the bus I've just travelled on. This is Southern Vectis 628, one of the Series 1 Bristol VRs, which were built in the early 1970s. Just got a rear view of it, so that is 628 there in all its glory, or the back end of it anyway. And it's preserved in the Southern Vectis Tilling green livery, which was only applied to a handful of these Bristol VRs until they got repainted in 1972 into the National Bus Company green. So that's the bus that I've travelled on. Lovely little Bristol VR this one, Series 1 Bristol VR. So I'm just going to head back into the museum. There's a few of the other Southern Vectis buses and a few other buses visiting from the mainland. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I might make another vlog later on, but if I don't see you before, I hope you have a lovely day. And I shall say ta for the like.